2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're wrapping up the NBA regular season in style. The fans are filling the seats in San Antonio, the site of our broadcast, and where the Spurs will be going up against the Dallas Mavericks. Well, for the Mavericks,
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Downtown San Antonio, Texas. This bridge spans the Riverwalk, not too far from our location tonight. Greetings, everyone, from San Antonio. The Spurs playing host to a Western Conference affair here at the sold-out AT&T Center. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brett Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. And this is a one-and-done trip for Dallas before going back to their Mavericks fans. And with the worst record in the NBA, they simply don't have the talent to win that many ball games.
And what you love about rivalry games, doesn't matter where the teams are in the standings. This is about pride.
Well, as much as guys talk about it and try to downplay it, we know what's at stake here. You get into the game, and then your emotions take over.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got J.J. Barea. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Doncic. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Birch in at the center, locking down the middle. Now, here's AI. Against Cleveland, he was really on his game. Brett, you played in 88 playoff games. What advice would you give to a player approaching his first playoff game?
Wow, that's a great question. That happened, I believe, my second year in Los Angeles, way back in 97, 98 season. And you're really excited about it. But the intensity of that playoff game, Kevin, it takes on a whole nother level. So the best idea is just to keep it simple, and that's what I tried to do. Do your job, carry out your assignment, defend, and let the shots fall where they may. But that's pretty simple.
Speed, physicality, just focus. I'm sure all those things evident when you make that switch from the regular season to the playoffs.
No doubt about it. And you get it right away because of the way the preparation is for a playoff series. You dig so deep into the numbers and about the personnel and about your matchup. There's no way that you don't have information on the guy you're about to go up against. You just hope that whatever you do can supersede the impact that he's making against you.
DeRozan, that's good.
Yeah, aware of everybody on the floor that time. AI knowing he could get that one to his teammate.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Barea, the pass to Doncic. Left side, Porzingis. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Yeah, offense sputtering just a bit here, 1 for 4 in the game.
Here's Gay. Basket is good. The assist from AI. Gay's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Look, they're not going to play a perfect game, but so far they are 5 of 5, and the D has to be concerned.
Doncic kicks to Barea. Porzingis passes to Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. Looking to end the run. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Spurs leading by 8. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks, Kevin. The Mavericks head coach and I did talk. He said they have to do a good job of moving their feet defensively. That's the only way they're going to avoid getting dunked on. He said they also want to turn guys who are slashers into jump shooters. We'll see if that works, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Last time they met was in Dallas.
And that was an ugly loss for them last time playing these guys. And really, the rebounding differential was the key.
Yeah, it was very poor, their performance on the glass. And it wasn't the only reason they got blown out as badly as they did, but it was the biggest reason.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. Davis Bertans comes in for Rudy Gay. Bellinelli, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And Derek White subbed in for Murray. And the Spurs with possession here after the Mavericks pick up 3. Mozgov with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Burt can't get it to go.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
Now, here's AI. He's got 6. Hurdle. Out to White. Spurs passing it around. 4 on the shot clock. On the wing, Bellinelli. Basket is good. The assist from AI. AI's got his 4th assist in this one. Mavericks trail by 10. And Marco Bellinelli, a player who has always been able to line up. And here in the second, with about a minute and a half gone by, Doncic dishes to Hardaway. The pass to Barea. Doncic with it. His last outing, he had 8 points. From 18 feet away, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Doncic. Then there's J.J. Barea. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Birch in at the 5 spot. Barea finds Porzingis. Outside Hardaway. Back to Porzingis. Pass to Birch. Just 5 on the clock. And he comes up with the deuce.
Well, he's like a fumbling banker right now, dropping dimes with ease. I like how well he led his teammate on that possession.
AI right side. And Aldridge, the basket on the assist by AI. AI's got 6 assists here tonight.
So difficult to defend Aldridge inside. He can go around you or shoot over you. Pretty much whatever he wants to do.
Barea kicks to Birch. And Aldridge comes over to help. Back to Barea. Over AI. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Barea. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. AI outside. Talk about what it means to be a good teammate, Brent. You've played with good ones. You've played with bad ones. I've always thought you were team first when you play.
Well, I appreciate that, Kevin. There's just an idea about what it is that you can contribute to the team. I think you always have to accentuate those ideals. Your approach on a daily basis has to be consistent. And if you're a starting player, it's one mentality. And if you're somebody that plays off the bench, you have to come to practice every day to push the guy that's in front of you and wait for your opportunity. But most of the time, it's that kind of consistency with which you come to work and the attitude of making sure that I want to make any kind of contribution I can for our team's success. That usually is a pretty good formula for a good teammate.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Cavaliers was all business. He finished with 24 points and was diming everybody up with an incredible assist game, setting up his teammates all night long. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Thanks for checking in, DA. He was phenomenal for them in that game. It was fun to watch.
And not just fun for us, but it had to be fun for him as well. Everything was working, and he just seemed to enjoy and embrace every minute of it.
And I love having fun, but fun comes at a cost, and that cost is work and effort. So let's not get too far away from that tonight. He was a workhorse in this one.
Murray against Hardaway. Pass to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Shoots. No good off the back of the rim.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect him to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Beautiful execution from him, building off a great first quarter, looking unstoppable here.
Passes to Porzingis.
Good job sticking with his man, Rudy Gay, moving on the lap.
And we've reached halftime in this one. It's the Spurs up by. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
Yeah, and through 2 quarters, he's been lights out. And you know he's going to look to add to those totals.
And defensively, hard to force him out of the rhythm at this point because he has a number of ways with which he can beat you.
Gay and Aldridge are up front. Murray out there with AI. And it's DeRozan in at small forward. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Mavericks trailed by 14. Barea, the pass to Hardaway. At the elbow, Doncic. The putback. AI grabs the board. Spurs shooting 70% from the floor. Truly incredible work from this offense tonight. DeRozan gets the bucket.
Just increasing their advantage. And right now, they're in a zone on both ends.
Love their strategy, and they've been able to execute on it, building a huge lead.
And the dunk by Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Murray kicks to Aldridge. AI outside to the inside. And that one's good by Gay.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Dallas calls timeout. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
And they simply have no answer right now for what he's doing to them. He is making them pay.
A different look now for San Antonio. Pirtle, he's checked in for Aldridge. Bertans comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's White in for Murray. The Mavericks also with a sub. Burks is checked in. He dishes it to Doncic. Fires from the corner, and it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Doncic. Porzingis has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, that's a patented move, I think, for Porzingis. Excellent with the catch and shoot.
And we talk so much about the offense Porzingis gives you, Brent. How about the defensive side of his game?
Well, I think he's learning a little bit more about position and space. He moves his feet decently well for his size, but he's getting a better understanding of the guys in this league that he's seeing on a nightly basis. And, of course, we'll always talk about trying to gain more and more strength.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. A post-All-Star break look now at how the breakdown between three-pointers and other shots have been for the Mavericks.
And clearly they haven't been shy about launching it from long range. That's the way the league has been going, and they are certainly embracing that trend.
A nice shot by AI.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Now here's Burke. Light covering. Here's Hardaway. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Brent, the league playing at a faster pace overall now. Will there ever come a time when every team will play with that same speed?
No, because
16 seconds left to play in the third. Now here's Barea. He's guarded closely. There's the pass to Porzingis with 2 seconds left, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Rudy Gay.
Porzingis plays with a high motor. We've seen in the early part of his career have very good starts to seasons and then struggling maybe in the second half of the year. We'd like to see that stamina all year long, at least for a full season. Looking comfortable there from the line. Knows he needs to come through for his team at the charity stripe.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs. Their lead at 15 going into the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. They've got Porzingis. He's out there with Doncic. Powell is out there with J.J. Barea. And it's Brunson in at shooting guard.
That's good offense beating good defense. And you can be right up on AI, and it still doesn't make much of a difference.
Runs in the pass to Doncic. Shoots over DeRozan. Doncic, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Aldridge trying to break free. He gets that one. And that's 11 points for Gay.
That's too easy. A player of Rudy Gay's scoring prowess, he's salivating on shots like that.
Barea kicks to Powell. Back to Barea. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Brunson. Off target from three-point range. Wide open look here for Murray. And good coming on the assist by AI.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. And DeRozan sends it back. He kicks it to AI. Certain guys can play within themselves and still dominate. You played along one of the best that you saw up close in Tim Duncan.
One of the things I think about with Tim is how many numbers he left on the board, Kevin. The way that Coach Popovich played him, minimal minutes, touches when needed most, where Tim usually came through, but how much more dominant he truly could have been.
And he didn't care about numbers, did he?
Not at all. He cared about one number, and that's putting W's on the board. But how many more things Tim Duncan would have led categorically in the history of the NBA at the power forward position, but overall, the numbers would have been staggering.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
But when you talk to AI, what you can come away with is a sense that he's just not going to stop working to improve his game, given his story.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Bertanis, he's checked in for Aldridge. Pondexter comes in for Rudy Gay. Bellinelli, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Mills in for Murray. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And San Antonio called for the foul. And he knocks down the first one.
The one thing about Porzingis last year that we saw with the departure of Carmelo Anthony is, could you lean on Porzingis to shoulder the offensive load? He was phenomenal in that role last year before the injury. So out on the perimeter, above the rim, finishing off breaks, he's capable.
Here's AI. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, great job of finishing the play. AI taking the hit, still focused on the rim, getting it done.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Pondexter. And it's DeRozan in for Bellinelli. Jackson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Left side, Porzingis shoots from 12. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And talking about Porzingis, what really separates him as a scorer, Brent, is his jump shot.
Well, at 7'3", we always think, man, he should be down on the post or have 2 feet in the paint, working on his post-up game. That's not what he's about. He's terrific catching and shooting. He can handle the ball enough to take 1 or 2 dribbles to score at the rim. He's really good on the right side of the floor, shooting over the top at the mid-range, and he can overpower defenders. So all of the offensive skills are there. And I ask you, what can you do? This guy is a phenomenal decision maker.
And that one's good. AI's got 13 points in just this quarter.
It's contagious. Every guy on the team working to keep this streak alive.
It's so fun when you're rolling like this. You just want it to continue as long as possible. And right now, fingertips are ablaze.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Spurs.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And words can hardly describe the way these guys have come out game after game after game and been dominant facing both conferences. When they hit the 72-win mark, we thought it couldn't continue. And when they rewrite the record books once more, we'll say, wow, we were glad we watched it all. What a team.
And not only are they on their way to winning this game, this also gives them a win in the season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for AI.
He came in with a focus and brought that dominant performance to the defense all night long, controlling the pace of the game and was firing on all cylinders.
Burke kicks to Mozgov. Here's Jackson. Pass to Brunson. Fires for three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. AI in the post. Burke covering. And AI gets it to go.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
Well, you want to close the door on any type of comeback effort. This has been a vault. Ka-ching.
You're right.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Basket, good.
And you can tell they're ready to start celebrating a well-deserved victory here tonight.
Yeah, you can see the fans. They've already started celebrating themselves. A gutty performance.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. DeMar.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.